Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here and welcome back to Danganronpa, where we are about to begin our next investigation into the unfortunate death of Sakura. So let's begin, shall we? Look at everything before we talk to anyone. Hopefully that will trigger all conversations that need triggering. Oh, wait, no. That was not what I clicked on, but fine. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? Is that one of the bottles that's on the shelf or whatever? The one that had the chess pieces in them? So she was hit over the head with one of those bottles. So, this must have originally been a bottle. Good work, Makoto. Yes. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. Yep, there is the chess piece with Monokuma. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. All right. Can we click on this? What is... Okay. Can we not look at this? Or maybe I need to do this? And now we can't? Now we can. Okay. That was weird. Anyway, a Chem A-2 protein enzyme. That's the stuff that Aoi and Sakura were so excited about, isn't it? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. So was that perhaps how the poison was ingested? And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. Yeah, I very much agree with that. I mean, I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A-2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Yeah, the glass. And the can is on top of the glass? So it was put there after the window was broken. Why, though? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. Yeah, but why are they under the container?
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? It lets us know what order they arrived in their current position.
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Well, that's okay, Makoto, because we see. Yes. So, I suppose it could have been to the side and we kicked it on the way in and rolled it on top of the glass. Or someone could have been hiding in here and then planted it there for some reason afterwards. Was this the chair that was blocking the door? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Alright, what time is it? It's around 1 o'clock right now, so she's been dead for around an hour? Yeah. So, roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Yes. Not sure how that's relevant, but interesting to note. There's a scrap of something, cloth or paper. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
That's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Okay. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. Okay, so now we have a second possible method for poison delivery. If I'm not barking up the wrong tree about the vomiting of blood being an indication of poison, that is. So, you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Okay, that's fine, Owie. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. So no one else theoretically could poison them then? You really like them that much?
'Cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Well, we should probably get those and see if we can test them. Hina. Yeah, polka dot candy wrapper. Alright. There's those bottles. It looks like there are 2 of them missing. I can't remember if there were 5 or 6, but there's definitely 2 spaces there. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Probably she vomited over there, if this is the vomiting of blood they spoke about. And then she sat down because she was feeling bad. I'm just conjecturing here. Okay. So we can look at the magazine shelf as well. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay, so that's not helpful at all. So just Sakura, the bottles, and this locker? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. We have a pawn, a rook, a bishop, and a king. So all that's missing is a knight and a queen. And the figure on the floor we picked up was a knight, right? So there is a bottle missing because looks like they're containing one of each chess piece held by a Monokuma figurine. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figurine. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figurines inside the bottle? I don't think that's at all important, Makoto.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. You assemble it inside the bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Alright, where is the second missing bottle? I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. I feel like you're probably not, but we'll get past that. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. the Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Yes. The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Right? I don't know if a person could have been killed by one of those bottles. I'm unsure of how hard the glass is. It definitely shattered. Whereas the trope that you see in movies of a bar fight and somebody breaking a bottle over someone else's head isn't actually that likely to happen, because most alcohol bottles, they're so thick that the glass likely wouldn't break. So, Alright. Look at Sakura last. The locker's open, and there on the inside, handprints. Someone was hiding in the locker. The question is, were they hiding in there when we entered, or only to ambush Sakura? Yes, Makoto, it is indeed a handprint, several of them.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in all the dust. We could definitely use that to find out who it was.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. Something besides the handprints? So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Oh, okay. Was the locker already open when we came in? Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? And the locker was open. Okay. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. So we can rule that one out then.
Indeed.
So, there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then it was an ambush. What does this handprint mean? We need to compare people's hands to handprints. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? I mean, a bleeding ulcer would have, but I still lean towards it's probably a poison of some sort. The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? I mean, maybe. I'm not a biology major or a physician, but personally I can't see how that's possible. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? Why don't you enlighten us, Byakuya? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The real reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. One would think. So, it looks like that's it. And in the past, re-examining things really hasn't gotten us anywhere, so I guess we talk to these people.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. What were you saying about interesting? He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I'd better go before he crushes my soul completely, or you could grow a spine and stand up to him so we don't all die. I mean, I understand social anxiety, Makoto, but life and death situations call for us to be extraordinary.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. Unless she was just so down on herself because of all this betrayal stuff that she decided to let them kill her, I guess. Or the poison had weakened her enough to where she couldn't fight back effectively.
it's true.
And certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So, how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? What are you getting at? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Yeah, just like you've known who did it in every other case, Aoi. I wish you would learn. It would make things so much easier.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro, it had to be one of them. I'm not convinced. They couldn't stand the sight of her, though I guess if it's not one of them, then it must be either you or Kyoko. Would be really a twist of fate if Aoi was the one who killed Sakura, wouldn't it? Would make her much more devious than I would have any inkling that she was, given her performance, I guess you would call it, up until this point. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? I agree it's most likely one of those three, I guess. I know it's not Makoto, unless the game lets Makoto do things that we're not able to observe. And really, it could be you or Kyoko, either one too, I guess, but yeah, we're just going to have to wait for some more evidence, okay? Just be patient. Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Good boy, Makoto. Then let me help you find out more. Sure, I would be grateful if you would actually do some actual investigating. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Thank you for coming right out and saying that and not making us drag it out of you. That is very helpful. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again, after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. I doubt very much you could have stopped her by force, Aoi. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. So who actually found their notes? Who actually complied and met with Sakura? That is what we need to find out. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Yes, it might. We'll start with the conveniently located Byakuya.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. I don't really care. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So, you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? Well, maybe not risk it, but maybe set up a trap with the knowledge of what the note said. So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I hadn't seen Sakura today at all. Well, I mean, that's good to know if it's true. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Not sure. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Okay?
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. All right. Well, I'm going to look at some of these things again and see if anything changes. If it doesn't, we'll just jump to the next section. Alright, nothing further to be gained from the things in this room, so let's go find Hiro and Toko. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. Oh, we can examine the door. I thought it would just make us leave. Alright. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So, the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not the outside. Where were they hiding then? Or is there actually a secret passage?
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Well, concerning this room, yes. Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. Well, I mean, I didn't really need your order to do it. I would have done it anyway, but, you know, if it makes you feel good, go ahead. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Yes. Anything new talking to these people now? That has happened? Okay, this is the same thing, so...
Certainly.
Alright, on we go. Am I going to have to hit the R button to get out of here now? Okay, apparently I am. Yes, please. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Did they? Are they in their rooms? Are they on the map? Well, the rooms are marked. I don't know if that specifically means they are in fact in their rooms, but we shall see. Can we get into Sakura's room, I wonder? Start with Toko. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... And it looks like we got Toko instead of Jill.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay. What is going on in that room then?
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
I don't think there's ever a not bad time to talk to Toko, so we should just push on. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. What are you hiding in that room? Or just by aura of negativity, are you talking about Toko herself? Or is something coming from the room, like a smell or something?
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. Well, we do. Notes. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. Yeah, we were told.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? Yeah, you just gave yourself away. I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims that she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? We can't really believe anyone, Makoto, but we have to ask. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. And with that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay. We're really getting nowhere with these inquiries. Let's see if we can get into Sakura's room. This is Sakura's room. Oh, okay. Figured Monokuma would have opened it for the investigation. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yes. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that? Because I really am the ultimate clairvoyant. Boo.
Could it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? Yes. I am a god. But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oh, did you guys discuss it amongst yourselves then? Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Oh, okay, so she didn't leave you a note, she spoke to you directly. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... Oh, she told you that when you went to meet with her, so you did go. Or at least you just admitted you did. All three of you may have actually went, we don't know. When she asked me to meet with her, of course. No, I don't think so. Your reaction belies your lie. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. Not buying it. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Yes. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. Don't believe you.
Don't look at me!
Wait. You haven't seen her since then, but you said that she gave you the note in person and she definitely didn't do it there. Gotcha. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Gotcha again. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Oh. Interesting. Another candy wrapper.
What?
Why are you so upset about us seeing the candy wrapper, Hiro? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Yeah. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it, especially the way he reacted. We know it's one of those candy wrappers. How did he get it? Aoi had all of them to herself and she gave one to Sakura. Pocket trash, okay. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? Probably should check the chem lab. Definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. Yes, maybe there's evidence of it being poisoned, so that we can rule out the candy or vice versa. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Well, since we've already looked at the crime scene, even though you did say we needed to look at it again, I think that we should start with the chem lab. Especially since insights in here could give us clues that would make things in the crime scene more clear.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Yes. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Don't worry, Byakuya, we will stay as far away from you as possible. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. No, I meant to give you as little respect as possible. I suppose we probably should talk to you in here, but we should look at everything first. Guess we'll start left to right. Stuff spilled on the floor. Looks like broken glass. The camera's observable this time. Okay, just the normal thing, and we got no coins for that. Can we not look at this? Why can we not look at what's spilled down here? That is very weird. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Ah, it wanted us to zoom in. Okay. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Well, there's already footprints in it, so that could be useful. So we can look at different... I guess we're looking at the footprints here. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. You walked right into that one, Makoto. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. Well, if you thought you could have done better, then you should have done it. For me?
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. Well, what this proves to me, the only thing it really proves to me, is that after this powder was spilled on the floor, only a shelf was approached. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Yeah. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No, but we have to prove. We can take measurements, make people remove their shoes and compare. No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. You really only need to remove one. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. What about you? Why don't you remove your shoe and let me see that they're not yours? Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. Yes, if we still have access to that camera, we should probably take a picture. But I think that we're going to need to continue this investigation in the next video, as we have gone on quite long enough. This is, so far, the most interesting investigation, because I kind of have no clue as to what's going on yet, which is awesome. I very much like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like below. It really does help tremendously. And hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.
Danganronpa.